right here on the pump.
I understand that, but can you please leave?
Okay, I just pump it for you. So you don't
It's
mark the
okay.
pump on air.
Can you release the pump, please?
You ready?
No, I want you to release. Back away. Back away.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What's going on, guys? William A. Thomas, one of the hosts of TNJ Radio, here with a quick video. Before it gets started, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe. You don't want to miss any of the content that we have coming up for you. But let's get right into it. So this video comes right out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, my hometown. In fact, it was actually recorded by yours truly. I caught everything a little bit late. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of background of what was going on, and then we'll actually talk about what is going on as far as why. So the young lady that you see in the picture, she was getting gas. She had paid for the gas and went and sat in her car while the gas was pumping. The gentleman that you see there, he works for the gas station, call it Get Go. And he went to tell the young lady that, hey, you can't do that. You have to be outside of the car whenever you're pumping the gas. Now, for most normal human beings, that would be the end of the conversation. But unfortunately, that's not what he was dealing with. The young lady who had cracked her door to hear what he said proceeds to shut her door and then wave him off, which for those of you who have ever seen that, that pretty much means, go ahead, I ain't worried about what you're saying, I'm going to do what I'm here doing. Then after that, the older gentleman who works for the gas station, he goes to grab the pump. Now, I don't know if he was going to turn the pump off or if he was going to do what he was saying that he was doing in the end of the video. But that gas station's policy is they're supposed to shut it off if you are doing it. And he actually pointed it out to her. At this point, the young lady had gotten out of the vehicle and she's saying, don't touch my car, leave. She's even on the phone with her boyfriend saying, bae, do you hear this? Do you hear what this man is doing? He's bothering me. And we'll talk about that in a second. But at that point, the gentleman, he shows her on the pump where it says that you can't do that. In Pennsylvania here, that's against the law. And he actually offered to pump the gas for her, to which is where the video actually starts. And she's basically saying to leave and get away. It brings a sad state of things for two reasons. One is because the gentleman who works for the gas station, not only is he another black gentleman, which you are disrespecting, but he is also an older gentleman who is old enough to be her father. And how many men have heard this from a certain segment of women? You ain't my daddy, or you ain't my father. That rings a lot of bells, right? So let me get a oh my God.
Oh my God!
But it happens all the time. And typically when you've grown up with a father who is involved in your life, who has been active in your life, and who has been a good role model, that type of language doesn't generally exist. Typically, someone who grew up with a father will usually had just listened to what she was told, as long as it was the right thing being said, which it was. Because we may not like it whenever someone says that you can't sit in the gas while you pump your car. But for some people, what it is it's their pride. And they feel like they have to show the person up by participating in disobedience. Now, here's the other observation and the other problem that I have with what happened. The young lady was saying, babe, did you hear this? What's going on? And it brings up a really big problem that happens within our communities where women who already don't want to be held accountable go and involve men. And sometimes these men are usually younger. There are women that have involved their sons and have caught their sons in a situation for something that they started, whether they're right and wrong, and their sons who usually didn't grow up with a dad. If a woman is with their man, then typically they're going to call their man, not their son. And any son who has grew up with a real man, they're going to ask questions before they end up coming out, especially if their father is around, because they would know that that's their father's place. But their father is going to be a whole lot more even keeled, maybe ask questions, get to the bottom of the situation, not just go into some type of action that's going to put you in jail for life. And this is something that we need to turn against. Women who act like this, you shouldn't date them. Women who are, if you see a woman and she's in the restaurant getting smart with the servers or something of the sort, you shouldn't date them. If you see women who are getting pulled over by the police and they're mouthing off to the cops, you shouldn't date them, because best believe if they are doing this stuff to them, men, they're going to do it to you. And the same thing for you young ladies, because if a male is acting this way, I actually think it's worse, because males should not be very emotional like that. And if he is emotional like that, it probably sets up situations where of reckless action, probably physical abuse, a whole gamut of things that you don't want to deal with. So as a community, let's go out and speak against these things, no longer hide them, but hold people accountable. And look at this young lady as an example of what not to do and who not to pursue. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. William A. Thomas, that's your sip of TNJ. Have a great day.